Hello students, welcome back to physics class. Yesterday, a day before yesterday, I given you one homework. I had thrown one object upwards. After reaching the maximum height, consider this path from here to there. Two works are involved here. Which one is positive and which one is negative? And in which case the work will become zero. I applied force in this direction. Displacement of the body is also in the same direction. Applied force upwards. Displacement upwards. So work done by me is positive. And gravitational force is applied by the earth on this object towards downward. Yes. So gravitational force is acting downwards, but displacement is upwards. These two are opposite to each other. So work done by the gravitational force is negative. And if we consider the total path from here to there, and again it reached the same point at where it lifted up. Displacement of this object is 0. What is work done formula? W equals to F into S. S means displacement. S is 0. F into S. F into 0. 0. Work done will be 0. If displacement is 0. Okay. No, we have positive work done, negative work done, 0 work done. For positive work done, the formula is W is equals to F into S. For negative work done, the formula is W equals to minus of F into S. Why? Because directions are different. What if the force is acted at an angle? An object placed on the surface, some force is applied on it, F, and the object is displaced some distance, yes. There is no angle between them. These two are parallel to each other. Here work done W equals to F into S. What if the force is acted on the object at an angle F, and this object is moving a displacement yes. For example, you have a dog and you are taking the dog for a morning walk. How will you take? With the help of chain. Now there is a dog. The dog head will be at a height of this much. There is a chain and I am holding the chain and I am walking. The chain will be like this. That means I am applying force on some direction, one direction. But displacement of the dog is in horizontal direction. Dog is not coming like this. Dog is going horizontally. But I am not applying, I am not bending and applying force like this on the dog. I am not applying horizontally. I am applying force in this direction. But still the dog is moving in that direction. Do you understand?
Yes.
At this moment, at this type of situations, how to find out the work done? When there is an angle theta between the displacement and force. We have to use W is equals to Fs cos theta. Do you know what is cos theta scientifically? You don't know? You don't know about the trigonometry? Trigonometry, 3 means 3. Gona means angle. Meter means measure. If you are measuring 3 angles, it is called trigonometry. 3 angles will be there for a triangle. So if you are studying about the triangles, that is called trigonometry. Mainly this trigonometry we will done on right angle, we will do on right angled triangles. Do you know Pythagoras theorem?
Yes, sir.
Side square plus side square equals to
Hypotenuse.
Do you know circle?
Yes.
Huh? Okay. I am drawing a circle. How many centers are there for a circle?
One.
One.
What is this?
Radius.
Radius. This one?
Radius. Radius.
Radius. For example, it is a plate. Center part of the plate I connected to a shaft which is rotating. There is a shaft which is rotating. I connected that plate onto the shaft. What will happen? The plate will also rotate or not?
It will rotate.
Now I will take a ball and put that ball on the plate. What will happen?
Ball will fly.
The ball will move in a circular path. Let us consider this as an x-axis, y-axis. Okay. If the ball is here, when it is rotating, the ball will also move in a circular path. When it is rotating, the ball is displaced from here to here. We are considering that position. Actually, this is not the position. What is the position? It will rotate, ball will also move in a circular path. In that, we have taken one photograph and we are talking about this situation. In this situation, the ball moved from here to there. Okay? Now, how much distance the ball moved on the x-axis? How much distance the ball moved on the y-axis? For example, if that is the origin, the corner point is the origin, and I throw one chalk piece from there to here. The chalk piece from there came up to here. Now, what is the position of this chalk piece on the x-axis? If that is the x-axis and if that is the y-axis, what is the position of this chalk piece on x-axis? How do you find out? I'll drop this chalk piece
Yes.
and I'll mark the point where it is touching the ground. I'll connect that point to the x-axis and I will see on the x-axis 1, 2, 3, and I will count that and I will say how much distance is covered in x-axis. How do you find out y-axis? Height. I
Which-
draw a perpendicular line to this plane, y plane, and I draw a perpendicular line to the axis and I'll mark a point there. I'll find out how much distance is covered in y-axis. So in the same way, here, how to find out how much distance it covered on x-axis? I have to draw a perpendicular line, isn't it? On y-axis.
Perpendicular.
Okay. Now this is at an angle theta. We have to find out this length. Take the origin as O, A, B. Now I want this length. How much distance it covered on x-axis? I want to find out this length. How to find out? See, this is not a card. This is some part on the radius. How can we find out? For finding out these type of lengths or these type of physical quantities, now I am talking about length. Sometimes it will become force. Sometimes it will become acceleration. Sometimes it will become velocity. There are different cases. That time we should include trigonometry. We should measure these angles. If we know this angle, then we can estimate this length. We can find out this length. If the angle is different, length will also different. See, if there is more angle, length is changed or not.
Yes,
So
sir.
it depends upon angle. So we have to find out, we have to study about these angles. Let us study. You and me are opposite to each other or not?
Yes, sir.
Me and this wall are adjacent. I can touch this wall if I go there. But you and me are opposite. So I am drawing this triangle here. It is the side which is adjacent to this angle. And this side is
Opposite.
Opposite side. What is this side?
Hypotenuse.
What is Pythagoras theorem?
Side square plus side square is equal to hypotenuse.
Yes, adjacent side
Plus opposite side.
square of the adjacent side plus square of the opposite side
Is equal to hypotenuse.
hypotenuse side. Now, before I told you cos theta. Cos theta will gives you the ratio between adjacent side and hypotenuse. That means adjacent side by hypotenuse. Sin theta will gives you the ratio between opposite side by hypotenuse. 45 degrees. I told you it is an sin theta means opposite side by hypotenuse.
Hypotenuse.
If it is 1, it is 1 according to Pythagoras theorem.
Root 2.
Root 2. Sin theta means opposite.
Hyper.
Here opposite side is 1, hypotenuse is root 2.
Root 2.
So sin 45 is 1 by root 2. Before I wrote root 2. So 1 by 2, 1 by root 2 and root 3 by 2. Now I will write. Sin 0 is 0. Sin 13 1 by 2. Sin 45 1 by root 2. Sin 60 root 3 by 2. Sin 90 is 1. Why you are laughing?
No, sir, it is keeping with iron.
In the same way, you will get cos values. Cos means adjacent side by hypotenuse. If you reverse this, you will get cos value. Do you know? Do you know that trick?
No.
You don't know? See here, I will write. What are the values? 0, 1 by 2, 1 by root 2, root 3 by 2, and 1. I will reverse this. 1, root 3 by 2, 1 by root 2, 1 by 2, 0. 0. This is 0 degrees, this is 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, and 90 degrees. These are the values of sine, these are the values of cos. Tan means sine by cos. You don't need that. See, if you want to tell, I will tell, but class will be wasted, time will be wasted. This means sine 0, 0. Sine 30 degrees, 1 by 2. Sine 45 degrees, 1 by root 2. Sine 60 degrees, root 3 by 2. Sine 90 degrees, in the same way. So this is the trigonometric values of sin theta and cos theta. Now we understand what is cos theta. Now how we yes?
It is not 2 by 1, sir. You reversed all those, but not by 2.
No, reverse means like this, not like this, like this. See? Okay. Can I rub?
Yes, sir.
Now let us come to the first situation. Dog is going like that. I applied force on this direction. Now I want to find out the displacement on x-axis. I want displacement from here to here. You understand? So here how much force I applied on horizontal direction, that we should find out. How much force I applied on horizontal direction into this displacement. We will get formula for work done. So let us divide the component of force into two. You know scalars, vectors, do you know scalars, vectors?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Applied force, x-axis,
Y-axis.
y-axis. How much force I applied on x-axis, that I am finding. Why? Because dog is displacing on x-axis. Do you understand? I want to find out how much force is exerted on x direction. Actually, this belongs to two directions. On y direction also I applied force, on x direction also I applied force. So I am resolving how much force I applied on x direction. Take it as fx and take this as
Y.
fy. Now draw
Perpendicular.
a perpendicular line. Make it as a right angle triangle. Theta is the angle. This is the opposite side. This is
Hypotenuse.
what is cos theta? Adjacent. What is adjacent? Fx.
Fx.
By
By hypotenuse.
What is hypotenuse?
F.
F. I'll take this F here. F cos theta is equals to Fx. Now, coming to the original situation. No need of this. Dog, displacement, applied force, work done is equals to force into displacement.
Displacement.
This is actual applied force, but here we should consider how much force I applied horizontally. Why? Because dog is moving horizontally. Horizontally, how much force I applied?
F cos
Fx,
theta.
F cos theta. So displacement from here to here and applied force from here to here, Fx. So here we should multiply Fx into S. That is equals to F cos theta into S. That is equals to Fs cos theta. You understand how cos theta came? Okay students, I hope you understand this topic. That's it for today. Thank you very much.